I didn't think you had it in you.
I'm your huckleberry. Why, Johnny Ringo, you look like somebody just walked over your grave.
Fight's not with you, Holiday.
I beg to differ, sir. We started a game we never got to finish. Play for blood, remember?
I was just fooling about.
I wasn't. And this time, it's legal.
All right, Munger. Let's do it. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you were here?
My name is Maximus Decimus Meridius, commander of the armies of the North, general of the Felix Legions, loyal servant to the true emperor Marcus Aurelius, father to a murdered son, husband to a murdered wife, and I will have my vengeance in this life or the next.
You are now being tuned in to the coolest of the cool. The Cool Show. We rock it through here, through the cosmos, and all the way out, even to the observable universe. Yes, you're listening here live on the coolest of the cool, the Coolly Cool Show. Yes, you're listening here on Sunday Night Vibes on the coolest of the cool, the Coolly Cool Show. Yes, we rock it from coast to coast, north to south, and yes, maybe even in Antarctica. And if you're in Antarctica, you know what? What the hell? God damn you. So if you haven't done so already, you can be sure to follow us and like and subscribe to us on our other social media platforms. Be sure to follow us at a TikTok and YouTube channel, both labeled The Coolly Cool Show. You can also follow me on my Twitter account at CoollyCool2412. You can also follow me at my Instagram page at Brent_the_champ. And if you miss any episodes you want to hear from the beginning or other episodes of this wonderful, coolest podcast around, be sure to like and follow us at iHeartRadio, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and Spreaker.com. Yes. Getting things set up here on this Sunday night. I hope each and every one of you had a wonderful, safe weekend, as it just St. Patrick's Day. So, like I said, we'll be getting started in just a couple seconds. Getting things set up here on this Sunday night. You are now tuned in to the coolest of the cool, the Coolly Cool Show. We're the only podcast that rocks it from coast to coast, north to south, and yes, even in Antarctica. Now, we are heard through the cosmos and all the way out into the observable universe. Now, without further ado, the man that exhilarates nothing but absolute coolness, your host, Brent. Yes, you're listening here to Sunday Night Vibes on the coolest of the cool, the Coolly Cool Show with your host, Brent. You're listening here. Yeah. Yes. So, listen here live, the coolest of the cool, the Coolly Cool Show. Thank you for tuning in to another amazing episode here on Sunday Night Vibes. Yep. So it has been kind of a long week coming to the end of this weekend. For those here in the United States, this weekend, people celebrate all across the country St. Patrick's Day, an Irish kind of thing, festival. I hope each and every one of you that had celebrated St. Patrick's Day had a very safe and enjoyable weekend. Key wording, safe. Yeah, so like I said, came to the conclusion end of this seemed to be almost long week. There's a lot of things in the news, a lot of things that people, kind of want to just not really think about. And I mean, maybe we're going to touch on a little bit of this craziness, a little bit of this nonsense. I don't know whether you heard much of the crazy news talk that's going on in the world today. It's just ridiculous. I don't even know where to start with any of this nonsense. But we will pick off and recap on what we had originally had talked about in the past week as far as the mothership. Yes, the mothership. If you listen to my podcast, I did part 2 about the alien mothership that so-called the Pentagon earlier this week. Well, not this week, but a week and a half ago had talked about, and extensively the Pentagon had talked about how they believe that there's a mothership spacecraft hovering somewhere in our solar system. and they're somehow dropping small probes all around here into Earth, and they're visiting, doing abductions, and picking the brains of the elites, the scholars of the world. There's so much, once again, bullshit. Heard tons of whoppers. And whenever I talk about this, people that were tuned to listening to my radio, my podcast, my great listeners, all of two of you, appreciate each and every one of you, find out that, I might sound like I'm saying some off the wall shit, when in reality I'm not, because you'll hear other stuff in the news that will say some entirely crazy shit, and all I'm doing is just bringing to you and talking to you as far as the common sense perspective on the things that they're telling you, and they're trying to tell you, and they're trying to influence you. And it all rings around, and like I always tell you on my podcast, it's right around, it's all fueled by the money aspect. So, they're really, when have you known that the government to actually be truthful about saying, oh yeah, the mothership is coming Tuesday. The mothership is coming Tuesday. The mothership, we're here Monday. The mothership is going to be going on a break on Wednesday. It's just retarded. Think about it. If you have any common sense as far as the government, and if you're like most of the people or majority of people, look, people within inside the government don't even trust the government, okay? So that should tell you something. So the government trying to spin their whole wheels about, hey, there's a possibility of the mothership, and then have these scholarlies, doctors and scientists, speak out on this to try to paint, as I always tell you, paint a picture of creatability to get you invested. Says, well, there's no way that they can possibly be lying. I'm telling you right now, yeah, they're fucking lying, okay? And like I said on my podcast, I think it was the other line I did, my recent podcast, I had talked about, I saw white dust trails way up in the sky. I did not know what they were, but I could tell you I couldn't identify it. And it was a UFO. Yes, it was. From my own accounts, it was an unidentified flying object. Yep, it was. It was unidentified because I could not make out what the fuck it was. I couldn't tell you what fighter jet it was. Oh shit, on my bad. Because honestly, in my opinions, I'm telling you what I saw was a fighter jet doing regular maneuvers. All right, out in the sky. But guess what? Since I couldn't clearly see that it was a jet fighter, it was an unidentified flying object. Just like every goddamn thing else that the government and that tells you to say, oh, aliens, abductions, the aliens, and the flying saucers. Oh, really? Because I touched on this a little bit beforehand. I said it's kind of awfully, similar that people have these images and video recordings of UFOs, and they all apparently have the same type of, out of range visual of the UFO, and that you can't get a clear picture of the UFO, right? That somehow it's just out of grasp of the camera, and it's not really clear on what the UFO really is, but it's just a little bit like just not gonna be able to be clarified on what it is. What a little boy. What a little boy. So, literally. They all have the same thing. And it's just, it has to be true. And then you'll have some of these scholars, the elites will say, well, they've had sightings of certain UFO alien beings from back in the ancient time, and the ancient Roman, Greek, Aztec, and all them ancient civilizations back in the day. Yep, back in the day, where these individuals weren't that really smart. Just saying, not trying to be mean about it, but they weren't really highly intelligent. And if something high enough in the sky that they couldn't clearly identify, I mean, hell, they would be like, it's way out there. Those beings. How do you know? You sure? Like I said, I'm more inclined at this point in time that if there was something that was a possible UFO or aliens, it wasn't aliens. It's probably time travel. They probably invented some way to make time travel possible and then send some shit back just to see how certain shit was or to change some shit. I mean, there was a case study as far as during the 1940s, Hitler and Germany and Nazis were apparently looking for certain types of intelligence, and I'm not talking about super being alien intelligence because I don't think they ever gave a rat's ass. I don't think that was their whole goal. But what it was that they were looking for or had acquired maybe a possible, I think it was some type of bill. That was the name it was bill, but some type of device that was able to propel them to view time or to go back in time. I'm more inclined to believe that we humans might have discovered time travel. And trust me, we're not going to talk about time travel because theoretically, I don't know if we have the capabilities yet to invent anything of such calibrization. No. But maybe in the distant future, we were able to come up with some type of ability to create time travel. I'm more inclined to believe that than to believe, oh, there's aliens from the mothership coming down. Oh. And this is where I just can't get down with this whole alien bullshit. It's just not, I don't get it. I mean, and every time we're force fed, it's always because, guess what? There's something going on with the NASA program and the space programs, and they're talking about sending certain things and they're doing more funding and all this other shit. I've told you, listen to my podcast. I've actually have told you certain things that you look at and like, holy shit, that's some fake ass shit. Like I told you about the certain popular group that's on YouTube that has 58 million subscribers. And their guy apparently so-called said that they did a space travel out into outer space from one of the space programs that allow them to say, hey, we'll have you send up to space. You want to trip out there with 5 other people, right? And I've clearly stated about this, and I stick to what I saying about this, that they all were in a capsule, a rocket that took off, and they got them to like probably the last layer of the atmosphere. And as they were there, they were experiencing 0G gravity floating for about approximately 12 minutes in a space capsule before coming back down. Now, the rocket did reverse thruster engine itself back down safely. And, it was like, okay, cool. We could probably use it later on after checking it out and stuff. But these individuals in the space capsule float around for 0G gravity for approximately 12 minutes, then come floated back down to Earth. Now, like I said, I've already talked about how I debunked this shit. And people say, no, there's no way. You don't know, man. You weren't there, bro. You weren't there, bro. Well, easily. If you're putting it on fucking YouTube and you have 58 million subscribers, trust me, your percentage of probably getting people, your viewers, to view your content, which you're making money off, is a very high one. Because a lot of people know that some people on YouTube get paid tons and tons of money, millions and millions of dollars to get paid for every time their views hit. So guess what? If you have 58 million subscribers and then you get people to review your thing and have their notifications set up every time that you post a video and they go and look on it, oh man, gosh, you're getting paid. And you can put whatever bullshit you want up there. Because guess what? The money's rolling in. Now, back to these guys at hand. And apparently, the one guy and all these other 5 other people that were in there with, regular civilians, they went up there and, like I said before, float around for 12 minutes in 0G gravity, and they were all wearing jumpsuits. No space helmets, no spacesuits, nothing like the space shuttle program, and even the Saturn V, those when they went to the moon, they were wearing space suits. These guys weren't winning this shit. But you'll have you believe they'll come out and say something else. We perfected a technology where we didn't have to have spacesuits or in helmets while traveling out there because we weren't concerned about the cosmic rays. Yeah, whatever. It was a space flight. You weren't taking a trip. You were just flying around in so-called the last layer of space. I mean, come on. Open your mind. Open your eyes to the massive deception. Think about it. Why is the government revealing that says, oh, we think there's a possible mothership? Does that not sound crazy at this point? I mean, and like I said, you get these space nerds, you get these space people that all invested into this, and they'll be like, oh my god, we talked about, man, this is great. This is where it starts. We have to have people start on this stuff like this. What? As far as I can remember, astronomers and scientists saying that from the Big Bang theory, that apparently we started from nothing and there was a big cosmic explosion that caused the universe. And as the universe exploded, the universe is continuously ever expanding. Ever expanding. Yep. So, as the universe is ever expanding, it would take an infinite amount of time for us to reach any other planet or life forms out there in the universe. Same way as if any other alien terrestrial life form to reach us, it would take an infinite amount of time because they wouldn't be able to reach us. This is what they're telling us. But we take it up in arms, believe in E.T. is coming here to Earth. Then after he visits, get a nice little vacation, floats a balloon, and off goes around and gets shot down. Then he wants to phone home. Phone home, E.T. Phone home. We got up all arms about all aliens. I mean, trust me, they were going hot and heavy about these unidentified flying objects last month. Remember? Chinese spy balloon, and then everything else was, I don't fucking know. But the U.S. apparently shot down 2 of them. One was on the radar, then disappeared. But we're not told about that. Hot and heavy about aliens and ETs, spaceships. But now it's like, well, whatever. Then all of a sudden they come back and talk about alien mothership possibly in our solar system. Where are they from? Mars. Everything's apparently from Mars, right? Mars this, Mars that. Whoop the freaking doo-dah-day. Like, they just don't know when to stop. They don't know. They love the lie so much. They love it because guess what? It sells. That's the whole entirety of it. It sells money. And they get paid off the bullshit. But there's too many of y'all, too many of us, that believe in the pipe dream. That's what the whole problem is. Like, I'm looking on here, and this is the Jerusalem Post, and I don't know where they're getting this from, but the Jerusalem Post had posted, it says, mysterious UFO lights spotted in the sky above California. Wow. And this is Jerusalem Post staff published March 19th. At 2023 at 21:50. So that's at 9:30. No, 9:50 p.m. The lights sped across the sky for less than 45 seconds, leaving onlookers wondering. Okay. This says, ambitious object flying above California are creating a stir as people try to guess what they are. The lights began to appear at 9:30 p.m. local time on Saturday and were seen for less than 45 seconds, according to Golf Today. So, let's just see here on the malarkiness. Alright, so there's a guy, they have a caption picture of him on Twitter. I don't know who this guy is, but I'm going to look him up, okay? I'm going to look him up because what I want to do is see how many followers he has. Because if he has a lot of followers, trust me, this is going to be one of their massive deceptions. They're going to lead out to, well, guess what? he has a ton of followers. He's going to get tweets. He's going to get people following. He's going to get people invested to it. He's going to get tons of people, looking at it and thinking, wow, this can't be lying. There's no way you can be lying. So trust me, it's a game that's being played, a game that will continue to be played if you allow it. But like I said, so many people love the pipe dream. So many people are heavily invested. So I'm going to check this guy and see how many followers he has. Okay? So if I'm going to check, I'm going to make sure it's right. So it's this guy, and just bear with me for a second. I'm going to continue to keep talking to you while I'm looking this guy up to see exactly how many followers there's. Because trust me, like if I were to put something on there, ain't nobody paying no attention to me. Alright. So let's see here. This guy he's following 272 people. He's got 200 some followers, and he posts meteor alien China seen from Sacramento. So apparently, this video shows it's lights going across the sky in a kind of looking like Transformers, the first one, as Optimus Prime or whatever coming in here, and he's already got 274,000 people that have viewed this. This is retarded. And then it says readers attempt contact I thought might want to know. This is a Japanese communications packet jettisoned into orbit. Now, I'm telling you right now, you got so many people. He's writing this. He's putting this. But trust me, this is exactly what I'm talking about. If you watch this video, and literally, this is what happens when there are devices or something out there that are actually coming back down from apparently out of our atmosphere, and they're burning the fuck up. All right. So this is obviously some type of maybe satellite, some type of like I said, communication packet or something like that is burning the fuck up as it's screaming across. And guess what? As it's burning up, it's going to burn up entirely. Meaning it's going to be no more. I mean, if you were to watch as the one of the space shuttles that had blown the Columbia, I believe, or the Discovery, I can't remember exactly which one, but when it was coming back into re-entry, it burned up and exploded. Tragic. Extremely tragic. As it did exactly the same thing, because as it's coming to Earth, it just boom. And this is exactly what this looks like. But then, like I said, you pass this out to the masses of people. People are going to look at this and they're going to be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. There's this aliens or something like this. Like, it literally looks like the beginning of the movie Transformers. That's what it looks like. But trust me, people do it to get views. People have a hidden agenda. He's doing it to maybe probably get more followers. This is what happens. This is what they do. All right? Trust me, if you think the government is going to tell the truth about any of this, they're not. They won't. They will not. There's no benefit for the government to tell the absolute truth on aliens existing. Ever. None. Okay? Because we humans are so stir crazy and be like, oh my God, I can't believe aliens. No. Especially for them to say some crazy ass nonsense and say the mothership. For them to say that, they're just right now trying to fuel the hearts and minds of space goers and the scientists and freaking astronomers to fuel certain space programs. It's all because they need more money. Now, I've said before, the United States has endless supplies of money, but you're not understanding how much money these space programs actually get. They get a ton of fucking money. I mean, I touched on it a little bit about it not too long ago about how much money is that they are trying to get or hope to get, and it was fucking ridiculous. Like, if you or anyone else were trying to get them, yeah, they would come knock on your door and say, you know what are you doing? How dare you ask about this amount of money? But they do, and trust me, we all just go along with it. Just a space program. It is what it is. This is what's going to do it. Like, if you go on their website, like Space News, they constantly talk about money problems. Talk about money. They need money, this money, and everything costs money. And yes, things cost money. But man, are they talking about just taking all of your money? Like, I talked about this. Like here, Space News. NASA planning to spend up to $1 billion on space station deorbit module. $1 billion, really. And we have homeless problems here in the United States. But we have $1 million to burn to space station deorbit module. Yeah, okay, cool. Gotcha. And then it says L3 Harris wins, $765.5 million contract to develop GeoXO imager. So it's a fucking new telescope. What is the fuck is going on? Like, this is what I'm talking about. This is all fueled by fucking money and people with hidden agendas. Here we go. White House proposes $27.2 billion for NASA in 2024. I wonder what the proposal here is for NASA in 2023. I'm probably going to say maybe $5 million less than the $27.2 million. $27.2 billion for 2024. But we sit here and we just turn a blind eye, not thinking about, man, they're putting a whole bunch of money into this. Like I said, we have homeless problems all across the world, all across the country. But, we got billions of dollars just to spend on space programs and space things like that. Because we just say the hell with the homeless situation going on here in the United States. We just don't give a fuck, right? People are fucking, the prices for food and other things are gone up in the past fucking 5 years. But we have just enough money to just go right ahead and spend billions of dollars to fucking space programs all the fucking time. With taxpayers' money, by the way. Just to let you in on that. But don't worry. Just don't care about the prices of everything else going up around here. It's not a concern. Yeah, don't worry about it. That's what they say. It's fucked up. It's bad, dude. But, like I said, we'll believe that the mothership and the aliens coming down, doing abductions and medical experiments, and then telling people while they're abducting them, shut up. Yeah, we're going to believe that. And by the way, like I said, the aliens always come down and do the abduction on, prominent people of society, rich people, contributors, because they want the aliens are biased. They want to deal with smart people. They don't want to deal with people that think they might be stupid or low or less intelligent. No. They want the high, smart end people. Yeah, that's what they want to do. It makes their theories and everything else, their talks more believable. And then all the time after these individuals that are abducted, the prominent people, the scholars, the elites, there's always followed by after they talk and go on several TV shows and do this and that, there's always followed by a massive, hey, I have my book called I Was Abducted, or The Abduction of Me from Aliens, or Aliens Doing Abduction. By the way, go buy it. It's going to be, a small fee of $25.95. That's what they're fucking talking about. It's always a fucking book deal. Something like that. Like, literally. So then they make money. Like, here we go. I always do it. When I hear some bullshit, it's all fueled because of this.
Here comes the money. Here we go. Money talk. Here comes the money. Money. Dollar. Ching, bling, bling.
Ching, ching, bling, bling, bling. All the time. Every opportunity, every facet of way how you look at it. Hidden agendas. like George Carlin said, oh, it's a huge club. And trust me, you ain't in it. All right? So these individuals, they are... And I've already talked about how they've already talked about, where it's the cloud, the sky is lit up and changes colors and they don't know what's going on. It's not a thunderstorm, but it changes colors, different types of beautiful colors. And people say, oh, there's aliens. And every time I've talked about it, I said, whenever it's done like this, where the clouds have changed colors and it goes on for an amazing light show, it's always cloudy. Always cloudy. So the light show, the deception is going above the clouds. All the time when it's cloudy. I've talked about this. But people continuously keep falling for this. I know I was recently asked, somebody said, oh, you're a flat earther. I'm not a flat earther. I don't know if there's flat. I'm not even going to test the waters. And I even have talked about it. I said, no. First of all, I believe the earth to be a globe. That's just my belief. And I've talked about the flat earthers. I take their concept because you have to believe that when you hear some crazy shit, you have to go ahead on the lines of thinking like, look, that don't even sound right. And the flat earthers actually take open mind to saying, hey, something's not making sense. But what I do tell them is that the fact that they're using concepts and principles and theories and equations and mathematics that have already been in place, that have already been mapped out to the answers of those individuals that they go against, that have made all the answers for it. So you can't use their principles, theories, equations, mathematics to debunk something that no matter what happens, the answer is always going to be the way it's supposed to be and how the other people have made it to be. So there's no getting around it. Think about it. 1 + 1 is 2. It's not changing. It's never going to change. It's already set in stone. That's what it is. That's what's going to be. Get it, understand it, know it. All right. So, but as I said, I don't know the entirety. I don't know. I don't want to delve. I just know this for a fact. When we start talking about aliens, when you start talking about other beings, people being abducted, I'm telling you right now, people have hidden agendas. People are fueled on money. People are doing things for money. People are lying, being deceptive, and it's always coming with a book deal. All right. And people love the pipe dream. People love people love selling wolf tickets. All right. People love selling wolf tickets and they believe the pipe dream so damn much that at this point in time, you have to kind of wonder whether or not they need to be tested to see if they are legitimately okay. Okay. Because they at this point in time, they're taking it far. And with the Pentagon talking about the mothership, I'm guessing they're expecting some Independence Day type of ordeal or something type of to happen, to where, they're going to need massive, I don't know, whatever it is, a regular, simple, common cold virus to go disrupt highly intelligent aliens, to disrupt their whole way of thinking, But I break it down with pure common sense, okay? I always say like this. If aliens are to be true and they're so highly intelligent, then why the hell at nighttime they always flying around with spotlights? Bright white spotlights. Huh? Does it make any sense? If they're highly advanced technology, you would think that they don't want to be seen. But no, they got to look around and see where shit's at. You would probably think that's a human invention. Bright light to see, to navigate, to go through, right? But, we just take it as for it is. We believe the whole tabloid issues. Oh, look at the tabloids. They're talking about crazy shit. So it's gotta be fucking true. Jesus. God damn it. I can't make this shit up, man. I mean, literally, 2 years ago, they were talking about, hey, you too could go travel into space from these space programs with a ticket that only costs $250,000. Yeah, $250,000. Yeah, gonna believe you, buddy. And that's just one ticket. And guess what? It don't come with anything. Don't even come with free drinks, peanuts, nothing. That's where we're at. But people would think that, hey, I don't know what I'm talking about. But when I'm bringing to you common sense, yeah, you want to believe that bullshit. Sure, buddy. Sure. I just don't get it. Some people love, I guess, what do they say? They love the lie so much. They love it. They just can't get enough of the dumb shit. Because it's their way of coping with nonsense. Just can't get enough of it. It's fucking ridiculous. But anyway, I mean, St. Patrick's Day was pretty good. Oh, and if you haven't already noticed, apparently the international, what is it? The CNN says the International Criminal Court has issued a warrant for Putin, Russian Prime Minister, the President of Russia. Yeah, good luck with that one. Yeah, okay. Once again, we're living in a fucking fantasy with a lot of these people thinking this nonsense up. Now, sir, gonna need to serve this warrant here at the International Criminal Court has issued a warrant for your arrest. Okay, sure, buddy. Whatever. So they just don't get it. I mean, but people love to live. They love to lie so much. They love to lie. They just can't get over it. I just say, ladies and gentlemen, just please have an open mind. And just please don't buy into this complete absurdity that you hear. Because as I always said, people are trying to sell you on feigned fantasies. What's that Red Hot Chili Pepper song? I forgot. Space maybe. Oh, wait. Something in a Hollywood basement or something. I can't remember. I'll find it. And I'll make sure that I can tell everybody. Tell everybody. Oh. No. And we've came to another end of an amazing episode here on Sunday Night Vibes. Actually, were the vibes positive? Were they good? Were they chill? Were they bad? No. It's like a recap on a lot of stuff that's happened in the news because they're selling a pipe dream. Selling tickets. Oh, I'm sorry. Tickets. That's what they're doing. So, yeah. So, if you haven't done so already, be sure to like and follow us and subscribe to us on all the social media platforms. You can follow me on my TikTok channel. It's if TikTok's going to be allowed here in America anymore. I don't know. And YouTube channel. The Coolly Cool Show. You can also follow me on my Twitter account at CoollyCool2412. You can also follow me on my Instagram page at Brent_the champ. And if you miss any episodes here, you can be sure to go ahead and listen to the episodes that you want to hear of mine on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and about all else. Spreaker.com. So, you heard it here live on Sunday Night Vibes on the coolest of the cool. The Coolly Cool Show. Take care. And goodbye. See y'all later, goddamn. We rock coast to coast. North to south. And even out in Antarctica. And if you're in Antarctica, I swear to God, you better tell me your mothership live right. Take care. And bye.